Meditation. Our teacher this week is Swami Vivekananda, and I thought I'd start this morning with a little bit of background on who was Swami Vivekananda. Why is he a teacher for us this week? Of course, I like to change it up and have the content of the teachings of a different teacher every week. And if we kind of stick to one teacher per week, we get to learn something from this person by listening to different points of view or different pieces of content from this one person for a week. Right, so Swami Vivekananda. Swami means teacher in Hindu. Anthony, good morning, dude. Awesome seeing you. Hello. Swami means teacher, but it's a specific kind of a teacher. It is a religious monk who is a teacher, and that person is called a Swami. So Swami Vivekananda means he's a teacher. Somebody, good morning. Very good to see you. So why his name became well known was at the end of the 1800s, just before the 1900s started. He traveled to the US and he was the representative for India at the World Parliament of Religions. So he spoke in Chicago at the World Parliament of Religions representing India, and then he became quite well known and was invited to speak and teach all over the US. Karabo, good morning. Very good to see you. Facebook does this weird thing again where it doesn't show me who comes online, it shows me only comments. I don't see anything else. So whoever else is in the background, good morning. Love having you guys here. At the center of the teachings that he came and gave in the US was that all living beings are an embodiment of the divine self. All living beings are an embodiment of the divine self, and therefore service to humans, service to humankind is in fact service to God, because they are a representation of God. And that was the core of his teaching while he traveled the US and taught all over the place. So a couple more quotes that leads us into today's meditation along the same vine. Hey Charlene, good morning. Awesome seeing you. Is that you cannot believe in God until you believe in yourself. Trying to make the same connection, the same message, that God is inside of each of us, and you cannot believe in God if you don't also believe in yourself, because you're a manifestation of God. He says in one word, this ideal is that you are divine. So take it this morning, make a note of it if you need to, and know that you are divine. In all senses you are divine. He said, where can we go find God if we cannot see him in our own hearts and in every living being? This one I really like. He said, the moment I have realized God sitting in the temple of every human body, the moment I stand in reverence before every human being and see God in him, that moment I am free from bondage. Everything that binds vanishes and I am free. Realizing God sitting in the temple of every human. Right, this leads us into today's meditation. This last little quote says, there is no other spiritual teacher than your own soul. There is no other spiritual teacher than your own soul. And that's where we're going today. Our meditation today is... sorry, my stopwatch is not working. Our meditation today is the Serenity Prayer. And I always feel that literally takes me to sitting at the feet of my soul and asking and receiving. So give me a second while I fix the stopwatch. Otherwise, this might be a very long meditation today. Sorry guys, there we go. Why change things if it has been working the way it was? Okay, the clock is running. If you are ready, we can float away in today's meditation together. You can close your eyes, and let's start with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in, and out. And out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Breath in and out. One more big breath in. Flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you breathe in, as you fill your belly with air, also raise yourself up higher. Lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've filled your belly with air, you can let all of it go. As you exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine. Slump down your shoulders and even drop your head. As you continue your own full body breathing, your body rising with every inhale and softening with every exhale, you are reminded that we heard this morning, you are divine. You are an embodiment of the divine self. God sitting in the temple of your body. You have access to divine wisdom. It is who you are. But it's also very human. That in the In the course of our daily human life, we pick up a lot of baggage. The baggage that we pick up tend to accumulate, tend to weigh heavier and heavier. And our very human fears struggle to let go of this accumulating baggage. And as the volume of our own fears become louder, it becomes more and more difficult to hear the whisper of the divine that we already are. With every exhale, as you soften your body, imagine you're also putting down whatever you've been carrying. With every breath, another cycle of softening. The more baggage we can shed, the softer our fearful inner voices can be. The more we are available to hear the whisper of wisdom that we all have. So with every exhale, put it all down. Feel it slide off your shoulders like a cloak, dropping around your feet, and step out of that cloak. Imagine you can see the stuff you're able to put down. The only spiritual teacher is your soul. We can all become better at listening to our soul. Take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward. And roll out your neck muscles. Big half circles to the left and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, you can roll your shoulders forward. Big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. as you lean over to the left and lean over to the right, how close can you get your head to your tailbone? Curving your body into a banana shape. Gently, gently lean into your back muscles. One more big breath in. As you release, you can stretch, move, or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. From this beautiful space of presence, we can turn inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of today's journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long, slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, invite softness into every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow. Your shoulders slowly falling, your body slowly softening, and with every slow exhale, you're falling deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel yourself slip into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose invites you to follow. Turn inwards and follow. Feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath only for as long as it feels easy. Followed by a long, slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, remind yourself you're sitting at the feet of your soul. Take your next big breath. Our journey today is the Serenity Prayer. I find it a beautiful way to sit at the feet of my soul and ask questions without being desperate for answers, but ask questions and remaining open. And almost always something floats to the surface. We'll start with the first line of the Serenity Prayer. It says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. There are many things we can't change. We can't change the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. We can't change the fact that the weather today will do what the weather does. These ones are kind of easy to spot. But then there are many, many things, especially where it involves other humans, where it's not so clear, not so easy to see where we should take action and where we should let things be. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, take these words down with you. Turn them over in your mind and feel them in your mouth. The serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. Take your next big breath. Dive in, sit at the feet of our soul and ask. If you can, ask like a child does. Ask in innocence. Ask earnestly. Ask trusting. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, the question is, what is one thing that I need to accept? What is one thing that I need to accept that I cannot change. Take your next big breath. We come to the second verse, the second part of the Serenity Prayer. God, grant me the courage to change the things that I can. Could I please have the courage to take action where I need to take action? With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, take the words with you. The courage to change the things that I can. Take your next big breath. And then we'll take the question to our soul and ask like a child, what is one thing I need to take action on? What is one thing that I need to change? Take your next big breath. Last line of the Serenity Prayer asks, please give me the wisdom to know the difference. These can be very fine lines, knowing where to let go to take action. With your next big breath, diving deep into you, ask for the wisdom. Please remind me how to stay connected to the wisdom to know the difference. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release. Make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release. Invite softness into every fiber of your being. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There's no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. Our little sailboat will always come under the influence of larger conditions around us, things we have no control over. It has always been this way. Whether it's the actual weather, or a war in a distant country, or political changes and economic changes, it is not any different than being in a sailboat in the middle of a vast ocean, intimate knowledge of exactly what I can and can't control. I think it's easier, being the skipper of a sailboat, to see the difference, to find the wisdom to know the difference between what I can control and what I can't control, what I need to let go of and where I should take action. But in a sense, it's not that much difference for us. There are always bigger movements that we just have no control over. And with wisdom, we can put our attention on the small adjustments that we do have control of. You have that wisdom. We all do. But the more stormy our lives feel, the more difficult it is to listen to that whisper. Take a few more minutes, dive in, and ask, please show me what I'm not seeing. I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. Even while you are unable to control the wind and the waves, you can still set your sails in order to reach any destination on this globe you want to reach. We don't need to have control over the larger things. We need to just know how to take control of the small things that are ours. And you can trust that your soul has this wisdom. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder to sit at the feet of my soul. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder to see God sitting in the temple of every human body. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder that if we can't see God in every human being, then we won't find God anywhere else either. Take a deep breath in. And thank you for the reminder that that wisdom is also in me. And I can learn to listen better. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Hey, good morning, Laura and Nella and Leshna. Beautiful seeing you all here. You can't control the sea, you can't control the wind, you can't control the waves, but you can set your sails to reach your destination. It's a very good leveler. That means we're all in the exact same situation. We all have to figure out how to do that better. How to learn to listen to our inner wisdom so that we're able to set our sails. Thank you, Sunmari. Thank you, Leshna. Lots of love to you guys. Have a beautiful day. See you right here again soon. Ciao, ciao.